Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, I decided to hop on and do a late night live because I'm awake and annoyed by the latest antics of the idiots in California. Let me see here. Yeah, here we go. So I just thought I'd pass by you just to document what's going on. And so much going on, always so much nonsense. And one of the nonsense is that the Netflix YouTube channel dropped a sneak peek at Megalodon's horrific cooking show. And I heard that, she doesn't actually go through any recipes to show you how to cook anything like, a real cooking show would do. Because, of course, Meghan doesn't really know how to cook anything. She's not good at anything. And instead, what she does is she brings in these professional chefs. And instead of discussing cooking and different ideas, she blathers on about whatever nonsense is on her mind. And the chef is like made to entertain her while he's cooking her a meal. And I would play this, but I think it probably be a copyright. Basically, she's in the kitchen with the chef and she's like, oh, the best thing about Koreatown, it's all ages and clubs. And this is the chef here, the restaurateur chef. He's going on about clubs. Oh, it's all ages with the clubs and karaoke bars and all the dance crews and all that stuff. So she's blathering on and on about all this nonsense. Has nothing to do with cooking. She's like, all the dances were such a big deal. She's saying, oh my goodness, the actual dance, the Roger Rabbit. Like, what? I've never heard of that. The kidn't play. So they're talking about dancing. She's like going off on like other tangents, whatever goes through that bird brain of hers. And oh, so much fun and blah blah blah. And then he starts talking. He's like, "Oh, we're so familiar, you and I. I'm surprised we haven't met." So he's like pandering to her, like, "Oh yeah, we're so alike. We have so much in common. We both spent time in Koreatown." So I guess he's Korean. That makes sense. And then she asks him, do you listen to music while you're cooking? And then he says, yeah, I listen to a lot of it, lyric, hip hop, jazz, sometimes metal, speed metal, death metal. And then look at Megan's reaction here. She's like, no, you don't. What is speed metal? Look at
That
her.
doesn't sound like the joy of cooking.
Yeah, but we all have
like this scene right
different sides to
here.
who we are.
She's like a robot. She like shakes back and forth in a very bizarre way, bobbling back and forth. Like right there, they're showing how angry she looks. Like she looks really annoyed. And so here we go.
Dark.
Like right there, like she's like shaking her head, like as if I don't know, like a freaking robot or something.
It's like dark.
That doesn't sound like the joy of cooking.
I mean, it's weird. Like you stand there, and she's like shaking. What doesn't sound like the joy of cooking? She looks all nasty. So basically, this is the show. The whole show is her bringing chefs into this kitchen, wherever it is. We all know it's not her kitchen, and she blathers on. And the guy cooks, and then they talk about how he listens to death metal when he's doing butchering things. So, like, even touching the dark side there. Hi, Lee Stanner. How are you? Yeah, so one of the big stories that came out today was that Harry made an unannounced, he just decided to pop on stage at a venture capitalist conference or something. So apparently he desperately wanted to be in the public eye to send a message because the globalists always communicate that way. And supposedly he made a veiled dig at Trump. I mean, what is this guy doing here? I mean, what is he really doing besides stealing our tax dollars? He's constantly popping up here and there to give speeches. This man who knows nothing about nothing. And yeah, he's constantly popping up to give some patronizing globalist advice that nobody wants. Everybody just wants him out. So it says here, Now, he gave this speech because Trump apparently was just invited to Windsor Castle by King Charles. Said Harry made an unexpected appearance. So at the last minute, I don't know if Harry used his Scientology connections or what, but somehow he got an appearance here to get on stage at something called the Upfront Summit. I got hiccups now, excuse me. I didn't look up Upfront Summit, but it says it's a gathering for investors, entrepreneurs, and leaders. Hi, Denise. How are you? Yeah, so Harry shows up at a gathering of investors, entrepreneurs, and leaders, none of which Harry is. He claimed to be an investor. I guess Harry's bragging that he's investing our tax money well into the Cayman Islands accounts that he has and his Delaware fake, elder care company for Doria and other things. So Harry unexpectedly at the last minute, Harry really wanted to get on stage so he could be in the press giving a speech. I couldn't find a full transcript of it, and I refused to listen to him talking because he's an idiot. But he said they said he discussed his investment strategies over the past 5 years through the lens of service. So he kept talking about how he's working being of service, but the Queen said that Harry and Meghan were no longer being of service. So Harry claims to be of service, but who is he serving? Because he's allegedly not officially part of the royal family anymore. He's not a working royal. So who is he working of service to? The globalists, the CIA? He's not working for us, although he's taking our tax money. He's not working for us. So who is Harry being of service to? I think he needs to be more specific on that one. So it's not to the crown, allegedly. Unless he is still working for the crown, as has been pointed out. It says here, one moment in his speech, he seemed to criticize the president, discussing the detrimental effect experienced by billions when, quote, basic morals and empathy are abandoned in favor of power and control. Well, isn't that exactly what you and your globalist buddies are doing with this whole COVID psyop? Your CIA buddies all doing with this COVID psyop, Harry. Harry, who's broke a dog's front legs, among other things. I mean, Harry's the most disgusting, despicable, demonic human being, and he's talking about basic morals and empathy, or power and control. He's pretending to criticize. So he's saying what he's doing. He's basically accusing others of things that he's doing. He's part of this globalist agenda to bring in censorship and bring in the tyranny. And then he says, now would be a great time to talk about sickness and leadership. Yes, his sickness. From politics to tech. You notice he says from politics to tech. He doesn't talk about the sickness of his own life and the royal family and the globalists, Davos and the G7 and them. No. He's going to talk about politics and tech, big tech that they want to control so much. He's saying having a detrimental effect on millions, if not billions. Look how evil he looks. I mean, this picture, he is just so demonic. He's so evil. And yeah, so he decided to pop up on stage right after Keir Starmer met with Trump at the White House. And Keir Starmer extended an invitation for the king to Trump to make a second state visit to the UK. Prime Minister presented a letter from the king to Trump, formally inviting him for a visit. So apparently, that it was right before that this happened, right before Harry jumped on stage. So it's thought that this is why Harry decided to thump his chest and pretend to be some kind of pathetic moral thought leader or something. He said in a separate instance, Harry appeared to criticize Trump at the opening of the Invictus Games when he spoke out against a lack of weak moral character in the world. Yeah, while he's hanging out with Trudeau. I mean, these Satanists just, this is the good and evil going on here, in my opinion. A lot of Satanists always having to pop up and do their satanic thing here and get attention in the media, try to steal it away. He hates that Trump is visiting a king, I guess. Um, yeah, so Trump's invited, so supposedly, so that's what I want to look into today. I'm wondering, is that why Mr. I want my privacy jumped on stage again? I mean, all he does, this is all him and Meghan do. They grab a microphone here, grab a microphone there, wherever they can, get up and put themselves on a soapbox and pretend like they have something to talk about when they have nothing to talk about. They blather on about the same things. Oh, me. Oh, I'm a father. Oh, like I invest. Yeah. Let's talk about leaders and what big tech should be doing. Yeah. Because I knew about January 6th ahead of time. That's why I contacted Jack Dorsey at Twitter. So he does nothing, and yet he is involved with this international criminal organization, globalists. So, and also, the Royal Grift posted this picture of this drug-addled satanic loser here, and she wrote there, "What is going on with his pupils?" So, a recent picture of Harry, and look at how dilated his pupils are. I mean, you can see from across the room how stoned he looks. So this guy who's a drug addict, who broke a dog's two front legs, who's stolen millions of our American tax dollars when he does nothing for Americans. Why has he gotten millions of our hard-earned money going to this piece of satanic crap here, who does nothing but hang out and do drugs and break dogs' legs? And pretend to be some kind of war hero, when the reality is, when he was in the military, he was coddled and had private security, and he was never in danger. On the contrary, he endangered the troops he was with by being there. So that he's nothing but nothing but a burden, this man. He does nothing to support himself. Wherever he goes, he sucks up like a parasite, just sucks up everybody else's money, and then bounces on stage like a male Greta Thunberg and lectures everyone about how you should be listening to the New World Order and he even mentions sustainable in that speech he gave, being sustainable, which is, of course, the SDG goals of the globalists. So, I mean, really disgusting. He's really just a pathetic worm. And he should really just be out of the country by now. He should be gone. He should have left when Trump was elected. Him and Meghan should have packed their bags and gone to Portugal. But no, they're hanging out here, taking their drugs here, and being a pest and a nuisance and disgusting eyesore in America. So you got that. So yeah, just being evil. That's how I'm feeling of these two. I wish they would both go away. The entire royal family can go away as far as I'm concerned. But let's look at this. He jumps on stage unannounced. It was not expected. It was a last minute. He just called up WME or whoever he calls. Maybe he called somebody at Scientology. His buddies there. And said, "Hey, give me a stage somewhere. I want to be in the media so I can make a statement in the public eye. Just to be a pest and get his name in the news." So why did Harry really go on and pounce on stage? Or maybe Harry was just drugged out of his mind on cocaine, and he had so much coked up energy. He just felt like the world needed to hear from him. Maybe he had some paranoid delusions from whatever drugs he's taking that made him think that Princess Diana said you should get on stage right now and give a speech about investing your money and being of service. Yeah, because it's so important. Princess Diana told Meghan this and told him this, right? I mean, why did Harry really go on stage there to give a nonsense speech? A loser who's never led anything. He's not a leader of any sort. He's nothing A loser with his loser, ugly wife who's as crazy as him. And that clip of Meghan and this cooking show's a joke. That's another thing. Meghan's making millions of dollars so she can blather on in the kitchen while real chefs are working. And she's just like, oh yeah, I went to Koreatown and we did dances. Yeah. I mean, and he's just cooking away. He's not explaining what he's cooking or how he's doing it. So you will learn absolutely nothing about cooking. Basically, this cooking show is Meghan in the kitchen. It should have just been called Meghan in the kitchen because that's all it is. It's her standing in the kitchen, blathering away with her nonsense because she's as drug addled as Harry is. And so she's blathering away pretentiously, trying to pretend like she knows everything about everything as always. And while she has real chefs there cooking away, and they're not going to reveal any of their secrets while they're doing it either. So you're going to learn absolutely nothing from her show. Completely useless and worthless, both of them. And they're getting millions of dollars to do this. Millions of dollars, yes. Netflix obviously working with the globalist royal family there, which you can tell from this is why everybody is unsubscribed to Netflix with all their communist woke BS that they put out. Anyways, back to Harry's speech. Why did Harry go up there? Was he just having a drug-addled delusions? Does he really think he's that important? We all know he thinks he is. Why does Harry really go on stage to give that stupid talk? Yeah, constantly mouthing off. He knows nothing about nothing. He knows nothing. He has nothing to be on stage talking about. It's really incredible how somebody's so stupid and ugly and boring. I mean, it's not even like he's entertaining. Like if he were entertaining, you could tolerate it and say, okay, well, he gets a few laughs. People like hearing, an entertaining person, you know. No, he's not. He's boring. And he has no sense of humor. And he's boring and he sounds awful and he's ugly and he's old and he really needs to like mature and do some work and stop acting like he's some 20-year-old, whatever, trying to get attention there, he's trying to be like an influencer, like an online. It's like, Harry, open a TikTok account, Harry, you'll get more attention if you do that, It's really old school. It's how old Harry and Meghan are. All they needed to do years ago was open a TikTok account or whatever. They'd probably be a lot more popular than they are, but they keep doing things the old school way, Maybe don't tell them. Actually, I'm giving them ideas. Never mind. Keep doing what you're doing, Harry and Meghan. Keep doing what you're doing. So, anyways, why did Harry go give that speech? Why did he feel it necessary to jump on stage yet again and give another nonsense speech? What the heck is wrong with him this time? Let's see. Let's see what the cards show. All right. Yeah, he wanted to be a disruption, all right. I think he was really shocked that his father invited Trump to Windsor Castle there. Windsor Palace, how do you say it? Windsor Castle, Windsor Palace, wherever. Yeah, he wanted to create a disruption for sure. And here's him with his microphone. He was like, had to be in the media. See, Harry and Meghan again. Oh, we're seeking privacy. Yeah. By grabbing microphones. They're always grabbing the microphone, wanting to get their message out again, communicating in the mainstream media. That's how the globalists do it. So he was being a disruptor. He was being a Greta Thunberg. He's basically getting up there saying, how dare you? That's Harry. Oh, justice reversed. Yeah, him and his criminal gang here, Major Arcana. So it looks like Harry got the call. Maybe Klaus Schwab called him, said, Harry, go there, go on stage, Harry, go do it now. And whoever Harry takes orders from his satanic globalist cult, I don't know. But he was doing it for his criminal gang here. They're very upset. Obviously they lost their money from USAID and all that. So they're very unhappy now. And they want to do everything they can to attack Trump and, anything dealing, especially, of course, for Harry. It's very upset. Harry, anything with the royal family is going to piss Harry off. So, yeah. He's doing it for his gang now. Mm-hmm. Four of Cups to the bottom of it all. Yeah, Harry got the call here. See the hand coming to this Harry sitting under the tree next to the fetus he buried, the banyan tree there. And then this cup comes in. So it looks like, Harry wasn't going to do anything. He was going to just hang out and do ayahuasca all day or pot or whatever he does. All three, cocaine. And he's out hanging out at home doing his drugs. And he got the call. He got the message that he needs to get out there and give a speech and be a disruption in the media. So, yeah, that got him going. So, with his dilated eyeballs going up there. Yeah, he gave another speech just in. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. I didn't bother listening to it, but I read some of the transcripts of it. I couldn't find a full transcript, just partial things he said. But it was all nonsense. He's just going up there speaking nonsense as always. He has nothing of importance to say. He has nothing to say, period. And yeah, he's really gonna just give it a rest already. He's got nothing to say. Nobody wants to listen to him. But he grabs a microphone because he's a royal family member, so he always gets that microphone. Him and Megalodon. So what inspired him to do this? Oh, Page of Swords reversed. Oh, yeah, the news that he got that made him very unhappy. The nasty. He wanted to fight. Obviously, this is what propelled him. He wanted to fight back. I think that he felt like his father, the king, inviting Trump to um, to visit him, have an official state visit. He took that as a real attack. He took that as a jab, as an insult. He got really angry, like the little child that he is. Because maybe Harry has been waiting for an invite. Maybe he was rejected from returning or something, and he's angry. He got angry, and he decided, I'm going to do this. Listening to either one of them is a brain freeze. Yeah, yeah, they are just. They're a nuisance. I just wish they'd go away already. I'm really tired of them. Yeah, yeah. So roused him out of his drug-addled state when he heard the news, I think, and got angry and wanted to mouth off. So was he expecting from it? King of Wands reversed, which I take as Harry sending his message from the stage. He was using the media yet again to voice his unhappiness at Trump. And of course, Harry does represent his gang over here as well. But of course, Harry was unhappy and just using and abusing the media again. What did he not want? Oh, yeah. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, he doesn't like looking like he wanted to reiterate that he's working. He's of service. He didn't want people pointing out again and again, as we should be, that he's been stealing our tax money, him and Meghan, and getting millions from places like Netflix and Spotify. And what did they do? Nothing. He doesn't like looking like a loser that does nothing. So I think he's trying to look like he's somewhat productive or something here by putting himself, because he has nothing to do. He has nothing to do. So, and I guess with the USAID money drying up, he has no appearances to make at any, whatever function that they go to with their refugees or whatever that they normally get the tax money for. So he's trying to do something to make it look like he's doing something, like he's actually working and being of service somehow. What's he hoping for? Oh, look at that, lovers. Yeah, he's hoping to boost Meghan up again with her show coming up, right? So she does have a show. So he is trying to draw more attention to them. You see in this lovers card, the man's like boosting up the woman into the light. Meghan's very concerned about her cooking show and wanting it to be as big as possible, a big story. So I think him jumping out like this is right. Did her show start already? No, it doesn't start for another week or so, right? It starts in March, I believe, right? March 4th, if I remember. Yeah, let me know if you watch it, what you think of it, because I'm certainly not watching it. That clip, what I saw, it looks pretty heinous. So it's Meghan gossiping in the kitchen is what her show should really be called, because that's what it is. I mean, you're not going to learn anything about cooking from that show. It's Meghan gossiping in the kitchen. Who or what influenced Harry? Temperance reversed. Oh yeah, major arcana. So Harry, of course, was unhappy with the news of the invites. But I think the news of the invitation of the king to Trump also pissed off other people, other globalists, because I'm getting a major arcana here of upset people here who want to stir the shizzle, who are upset and who want to create some drama here. Bring out the male Mr. Greta Thunberg, aka Harry there. So I think that, yeah, Harry was, I'm getting again and again that he was told or offered this, like, hey, go do this. Go do this. Look what happened. Go do this. He's invited to the visit, William and Charles. Go say something. So yeah, so Harry was doing it for the team as well as himself. Of course, Harry was very upset, which I get with the first card, and he wanted to be disruptive as always. So yeah, very unhappy Harry is with Trump in office and visiting his father. So what's he gonna do next? Oh, the Hermit card. It's Harry again. Yeah, so he's gonna continue. He's gonna go back. No, actually, the Hermit is gonna go back into isolation. You're not gonna see or hear anything. He's gonna disappear for a while. Meghan's show is gonna be out, so he's gonna lay low. Don't you dare try to steal the spotlight while Meghan's show is being talked about. And in the long term, though, I get Knight of Cups. Moving on with his BS here, drinking too much, riding the ponies, playing polo here while drinking. So I see for Harry the Knight of Cups. Indulging in his drug use, continuing that while playing polo with his real love, Nacho. Yeah, moving forward with that and continuing. So, yes, Harry's just making, it looks like he's jumping out like the satanic Jack in the Box, the satanic Harry in a box, and he's pouncing out to be obnoxious in the media and have everybody talking about him jumping on stage yet again to give another useless speech that says nothing, just to stir the shizzle, to be annoying. They're purposefully annoying us. That's what they do. That's what Greta Thunberg did. That's what the globalists always do. They get their little muppets to come out and annoy us and irritate us. And so I guess Greta is retired now. So now it's up to Harry to take the reins. And he's doing it now. And he's doing a pretty good job, I have to say. Him and Meghan are without a doubt the two most annoying people I can think of out there right now. And they just keep going and annoying us. And that's the intention of the globalists, to annoy us and irritate us and distract us while they're taking the next steps to tyranny and raising our eggs for killing all our chickens under the hoax of chicken flu or whatever, bird flu. Only our food supply gets it. And so while they're doing all this stuff to destroy our food supply and take away our rights and bring in carbon taxes and whatnot, they're going to distract us. We get the entertainment of Harry and Meghan being like demonic jokers. Yeah, this is part of it. Plus, Harry is bothered that Trump is visiting the royal family. That does bother Harry as well and his globalist buddies. So there you have it. Interrupted some of their criminal dealings, their criminal money laundering going on. Some of it has been hampered apparently. But we all know Harry's probably we're never gonna see justice with Harry. But maybe, you never know. Maybe we'll get lucky, and maybe we'll see what happens. So there you have it. So that is what I have for you this evening. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.